Hey guys, it's Jen from Generator74, and I did some scrapbooking today, and I wanted to show you what I got accomplished. These are more pictures of my friend's son, Theron, from when he was a baby. The first one here is two similar pictures of him that I matted together, and the paper I used for this particular layout is this really old Brenda Walton scrap pad to go. It's got a bunch of different papers and then a bunch of like punch out stuff to use for layering and stuff. So this little cluster here, I just used one of the little punch outs that says wonderful you and punched out a couple of hearts. I put this one up on dimensional little square. Punch this tab out with my Creative Memories tab, or tag punch, sorry. And this circle I cut out again by just tracing the outside of my Martha Stewart circle cutter, because it doesn't cut big enough. And it always seems like it's never big enough whenever I use the biggest one in here, so I just traced around it and cut it out. So and then I just layered a bunch of the papers from the paper pad, and this little cluster of embellishments down here. This, and this, and this actually are all from the punch outs in the paper pad. This little brad is something I got at Hobby Lobby. It's this pack of spare parts. I've been using them sparingly because I really like them, but that one really matched well, so I went ahead and used it. And then I just stamped I heart this from my Smash stamp. And then this little cluster over here is just a heart with the punch I just got at Ross's. It was $5, and this is a really nice size heart. The other hearts I had were like teeny tiny, but this one cuts out like a decent size heart, and it's nice and fat, so I like it for the layering. This is just craft paper I cut out with the spell binders, and then this is the modern label punch from Stampin' Up, and I've been using that a lot for layering embellishments and such. So that's that one. Yep, that's everything that's in there. And then the next one, I used some really old paper. I have no idea even what the company is or anything. It was just something that I had bought, I think, at like Ollie's or something. But again, I used trace the outside. See what I mean? Like the smaller circle, it just isn't big enough. I mean, I'm gonna have to get my Cricut out, I guess, and cut out a bunch of circles, but you know, I never know what paper I'm going to use, so it's sort of a pain, and I don't keep it set up because I don't really use it that often. But as long as this works, I'm just going to probably keep doing that. I did use a little bit of washi tape on this layout here and here. I actually used it just to help sort of ground this little cluster of embellishments here in the corner, because otherwise it just sort of seemed like it was floating, so I put it there and it seemed to do well, so I needed to add it somewhere, so I put it down here with this little cluster as well. But here's that heart punch again, the modern labels punch, and then my smaller scallop punch, the Creative Memories tag punch. And this little brad is the Paper Company Studio Secret Garden painted brads. I have no idea where I got them. I think I got them at Tuesday Morning a while ago. And I used 3 of them. I used one here, and one over here. And they just really went well with the blue that was in the paper. So I named this one Bath Bug. I just thought it was cute because you can tell that his mom had just got him out of the bathtub and had him all wrapped up in his little towel. This and this are actually paper from some Christmas paper. The other side's like got Christmas designs, but on all the backs of those papers it's like wood grain, so I've been using it like crazy lately. The mat is just some white linen paper that my husband got me from work. I inked everything with forest moss distress ink. And this little cluster, again, I have like a teeny tiny little heart punch that just looks like a smaller version of the big fat heart, so it goes well together. And I just layered them together and used my tiny attacher. Give you some closer up. And then over here on this one, another one of those brads. This is my postage stamp punch, and I put it up on some 3D squares, and then used the tiny attacher again here. And then this was from a pack of stickers that I had. I think it might be Chloe's Closet, but I could be totally wrong. And then this big fat border punch is the one that I just got, that I really like. And you don't really notice, it's supposed to emboss these little circles, but if you don't press down hard, it doesn't actually emboss. It just makes like a really nice big fat scallop, which I've been looking for a long time and had a lot of trouble finding. So that pretty much sums this one up. I'll give you a little bit more of a close-up. And then the last one here is just like a mishmash of papers. I have no idea. I know that this is basic gray, but as far as anything else, I really have no idea. I use the red background just to pick out the red and the flag of the shirt that he has on. And look at that funny laugh he's got going. I love it. So I put in this embellishment here, Happy Boy, with some craft stickers. And again, that's that heart punch. And here's that Christmas paper. Here's the front side, and this is the back side. I use my spellbinders to cut those out with one of my labels that I have. And then just inked everything up with, this is inked up with two different colors. This is brushed corduroy and black soot, and the rest is just the brushed corduroy. This cluster of embellishment, I have the fat heart punch here, just layered some scallops and put some staples in it for interest. And then this, Always Adorable, which of course, and it went really well with the layout. And then this little button was in that same pack. So I popped it up on some 3D squares so that it would, actually the reason I added it is whenever, I don't know what happened, but I must have scratched the color off of it right there. So it was a perfect place to put that so no one will ever know. And I did some black stitching. This is just a straight stitch. And I went back and forth in the same spot to make it thicker. And then the zigzag. And then I did stitch here on the banner that's mostly covered up with the embellishments. And then these embellishments here in the corner is just my Stampin' Up! Scallop punch, the Modern Labels punch, and that teeny tiny heart. And I used the tiny attacher to add some staples there, and I also did some zigzag along here. Give you a little close-up of this. So those are my 3 layouts that I did today. This one I don't think I gave you any close-ups of. There's that corner. There's those embellishments. And then down here in the corner. So that's my layouts for the day. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you're all having a really great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.